Hi, we're going to talk about compound statements. When you take two simple statements and put them together, you get a compound statement. There are connectives that we use. So there's this one that we call AND. These are, when you join two statements with AND, you call those conjunctions. And you have this symbol that means OR. Those are called disjunctions. And then there's an arrow pointing to the right that means implies. Those are called conditional statements. We'll talk about them separately in more details in another video. So example 1, let's consider this statement P, I like music, Q, it is Tuesday. So we're going to write symbolically the following. So I like music and it is Tuesday. So I like music is P and it is Tuesday. Looks like this. I like music or it's not Tuesday. I like music or it's not Tuesday. If I don't like music, then it is Tuesday. So if then structure is the conditional statement, so we're going to use an arrow. So if I don't like music, then it is Tuesday. So just a quick note, the whole idea here is not necessarily to know what each statement is, but to rather understand the whole structure and how you can write statements symbolically and interpret them. Right? Let's move on. Go ahead and look at the next example. So we're going to write these statements symbolically. So with our simple statements, the chair is broken and Q, you work hard. So write the following symbolically. The chair is not broken or you work hard. So the chair is not broken means not P or you work hard. The chair is broken and you don't work hard. So the chair is broken and you don't work hard, not Q. If you don't work hard, then the chair is broken. If you don't work hard, so not Q. If then means you have to use this structure with an arrow, then the chair is broken. So not Q implies P. This is how you read those. Alright, so that's how it works. Example 3. So here we want to write them in words. So we have two statements, Q and R. The flight is cancelled is Q and it is Friday is R. So the first one is not Q implies not R. So that implies means if then. So you're going to write if Q, not Q. If flight is not cancelled, then not R, it is not Friday. Q or not R. The flight is cancelled. Or not R, it's not Friday. Q and R, the flight is cancelled. And it is Friday. Okay. Let's move on. So now we have three statements. P, birds have feathers. Q, I like ice cream. And R, I don't travel every year. So we need to write some of the statements that we have here symbolically. So you have to be very careful with some of them. You often have to look with the three statements where the comma is. So let's read these carefully. Birds don't have feathers, or I like ice cream, comma, then I travel every year. So these are the two conditions here, and you use this structure. So if birds don't have feathers, so that's not P, or I like ice cream, so or I like ice cream, so Q. So we need to put those two things in parentheses since that's a separate compound statement. Then, an arrow, I travel every year. So it's the negation of R, so not R. Okay. Birds have feathers, or I don't like ice cream, comma, and I don't travel every year. So these two statements will be together in parentheses because the comma will separate this whole thing from this. So birds have feathers, that's P. I don't like ice cream. You have to put it in parentheses, the comma here. And I don't travel every year. C. It is not true that birds have feathers and I like ice cream or I travel every year. When it starts with it is not true, this is how you handle this. You're going to put negation in front of the whole thing, and then these two statements will go inside parentheses. The birds have feathers, and I like ice cream, or I travel every year. So or I travel every year, that's not R. If birds have feather, then I don't like ice cream and I travel every year. So note the commas here. So these two statements here will go together in parentheses. So if birds have feathers, then these two go in parentheses. I don't like ice cream, so not Q. And I travel every year, so not R. Okay, I have to repeat this again. When you write statements with compound statements that involve three simple statements, be very, very careful with the location of the comma, as it often makes a huge difference in the meaning of the statement. We'll get a few more. Okay, so now we're going to do the opposite of what we just did. We have some simple statements, three of them, and we're given the symbolic form and we want to write there in words. Okay. So let's see. So P is I eat breakfast, Q you love movies, R it is not Sunday. So what do we have here? So it says not P, then R or Q. So with this format it's going to start I eat breakfast. I'm sorry, if I eat breakfast, then you don't love, I'm sorry, you love movies, or it is not Sunday. Okay, the comma is already here, so it automatically separates these two statements from that one with if then, so it's already a done deal. All right, next one, not Q and parentheses, I'm sorry, not P parentheses Q or not R. So there's going to be a comma here. So not Q, I don't eat breakfast. Then there's got to be a comma here. This is and Q, you love movies. Or it is Sunday, right? It is Sunday. Okay. You must have this comma here, otherwise you do not deliver the same meaning. So take a look at this one. You have these two things in parentheses, so you're gonna have to have a comma here, but this is a little bit easier. This is if then. This is a conditional statement. So if P, you eat breakfast, if I eat breakfast, and not Q, you don't love movies, then we're going to put comma here, then it is not Sunday. I do need to make one correction here. I forgot this is not P, so here you're gonna have to put don't. So if I don't eat breakfast, that's for part A. If I don't eat breakfast, then you love movies or it's not Sunday. I apologize about that. Okay, so that's how this works, and I hope this helps.